I will be putting the best young stars in the world up against the best old stars in the world to see who really is better at them. So let's first take a look at the teams. We first of all have the Old Stars team, which is the best players above the age of 35. And yeah, it looks pretty good and experienced. Summer is a good goalkeeper to have, and they have a decent defense. Modric in the midfield. But then their attack is really good. Messi on the right wing with Lewandowski and Ronaldo up top. They literally have the two GOATs on their team, so they should be unstoppable. And on the bench, they even have Karim Benzema. He might be able to help them get 15 goals from the bench, because he's the 15th best striker of all time. So yeah, the old team looks pretty good, and I've placed them on Manchester United. But now, let's take a look at the young team. It's definitely not got the same experience, but it's still a pretty good team as well. They don't have the best of keepers, but they do have a solid defense, a pretty good midfield, and a good attack, especially with Desire Doué and Lamine Yamal up there. And they also have a decent bench. I've put them in Manchester City, and on paper their team doesn't look better, but they do have one thing which the old team doesn't have, and that's potential, because I will be putting these two all-stars up against each other in 3 different formats. First, we're putting them up in the Champions League to see who can make it the furthest out of the 2 teams. Whoever does the best gets a point. Then I will be putting them up in a simulation where I'll be simulating 3 seasons. Whoever does the best on the 3rd season and the 3rd season alone wins that point for that round. So that's where the young team could gain an advantage. And at the very end, we'll be simulating a match between the 2 teams to decide the ultimate winner of this All-Stars battle. But without further ado, let's get into the first battle, which is the Champions League. I've placed both teams in pot 1 so that they have the most equal chance. So let's first just simulate the league stage to see how both teams will do there. None of them finished at the top of the table. The young team finished in 14th, which is decent, while the old team is all the way down at 23rd. So they almost didn't even make it through, but they did. And they're both in the playoffs. The young team is facing Juventus, and the old team will be facing Newcastle United. Let's just start with the young all-stars first. Can they beat Juventus? And it ends in a 1-1 draw. Now for the old team against Newcastle, can they win? And they do win, but only barely. Can they defeat Newcastle in the second leg also? And it ends in a draw, which is enough to put them through. But the young team still isn't through yet. They need to win their match now, and they have actually won it. So they've both made it through to the round of 16, both have easy matches. So let's start with the young all-stars versus Monaco, and it ends in yet another draw for them. Surely the old team can defeat Slavia Praha here, and they do win, but again, only barely. But oh my god, the young team has lost against Monaco. So that means if the old team goes through now, they get the first point. And they have actually won their match. So the old team has made it the furthest in the first challenge. But they ended up losing here in the quarterfinals to Bayern. But that's still a point to the old team first of all. But now it's time for the second battle. We will be simulating 3 seasons in the Premier League. And by the end of the 3rd season, whoever is doing better wins this second point. And we're at the end of season 1. Let's just see how both are somewhat doing. And the old team is on 5th place, while the young all-stars is on 2nd already. Okay, I definitely did not expect that all. I thought the old team would have the best of starts, but it's looking like the young team is already doing amazing, so let's simulate the 2nd season and see how they do here. Okay, we're at the 2nd season now, but you still haven't subscribed? You do know that's why your parents are disappointed in you. So if you want them to be proud of you, then you need to subscribe right now. This is your last chance, so do it. Anyways, we've now reached the end of the 2nd season. Let's just see how both teams are doing now. The old All-Stars team has dropped down to 12th place now, which makes sense because their team is getting older. But the young All-Stars team has dropped all the way down to 10th. Now that doesn't make sense, because how are they getting worse? Anyways, that doesn't matter because it all comes down to this final season, the 3rd and final one. Whoever does better in this final season wins the 2nd point. So let's just see how both teams have done. Before we check that, let's check the other competitions. Neither could actually win the FA Cup, and neither could win the Carabao Cup. The old All-Stars team could only get 9th. Meanwhile, the young All-Stars team actually won it and got 1st, so they get this point. What a crazy turn from 10th to 1st. Anyways, that means it's now tied. They both have 1 point. So it comes down to the head-to-head match. Let's get the game kicked off. The old stars are looking to create something, but they get intercepted. Modric is on the run now. He passes it wide. A cross comes. Can they score? Oh no, it was actually so close. That's the first real chance of the game. And now it's the young stars going forward. This is looking promising, but it doesn't turn into anything. The old stars are instantly back on the attack. It looks like they're trying to create something. Di Maria shoots, but it goes out for a corner. Lamine Yamal is running with the ball. He passes it wide and they take a shot, but it gets saved. A corner for the young stars. The corner doesn't turn out to be good enough. The old stars are trying to create something yet again. Maybe they can cross it, and they do cross it to Ronaldo. And no way Ronaldo has scored to make it 1-0 for the old stars. The GOAT himself does it. What a start to the old team, and what a cross as well. Now the young all-stars needs to respond, but let's see if they can. The young all-stars are on the wing. They're just kind of passing it around, but can they actually create something? Please do something. They get it in the box, but it's very clumsy. Come on, guys. You need to do better than that. The old stars has another good opportunity here. Ronaldo is through on goal, but he can't really get the shot away, so it goes out. They do get a corner, though, and they cross it into the box, but no way it actually gets saved by the goalkeeper, so it goes out for yet another corner. Lamine Yamal is on the run. He passes it to Samu, and Samu passes it to Gavi. No way they get through. This is their moment for the young all-stars, but no, Summer saves it. How? So unlucky. So that's the end of the first half. The old team has been better so far, and they also have a goal, but the young team has also had a few chances here and there, so it's looking very close still. But let's just see what happens. And now the old team is on the attack. Quick passes. Messi gets it to Ronaldo, and he shoots, but it gets saved. Imagine if they scored that, though. A Messi assist to Ronaldo. Anyways, they get a corner, which straight up just goes out again, so another corner for them. Can they do better with this second corner? It's a good cross, and it's a good header, but just a bit too high, so that's unlucky. The young team needs to step up, though. The young team is just passing it around. They need to create something soon, otherwise they will lose this match, and the whole video. Go on, Lamine Yamal, this is your chance. Do something. No, not pass it. Or wait, this might turn into something. They're kind of just dragging it out now. Oh wait, that's a cross, but it's a terrible header from them. Shoot the ball up, get it up, or do something because you don't have time. Oh no, that's a big mistake. What the hell happened there? Oh, and that's a goal for the old stars team. Lewandowski seals the deal and scores in the final minute of the game to make it 2-0. What a stupid way from the young stars to end the game. So that's it. The old stars clearly had the experience here, and that mattered more. The young players just couldn't finish their chances. The pressure got to their head, but that now officially seals the scores. The old all-stars team wins it 2-1. Fair play to them. Comment down below what other all-stars challenges you want to see me do next, and don't forget to subscribe.